everyone, happy Wednesday, happy midweek, happy cooking in the kitchen. Now I have something really exciting, actually two really exciting things. The first one is the recipe for today because I've never made it before. Made it yesterday and was blown away with number one, how easy it was, and number two, how pretty it looks. But anyway, we'll get to that. More exciting. Today's Facebook Live is a competition. So we're going to play a little game and it's really easy. You don't have to name products, but you do have to find and count how many Mrs. Rogers products are in the Facebook Live today. So it's not just the featured product, it's the ones which could be hiding up the background. And just pop that in the comments and yeah, you could be in to win a really cool prize. And we're hoping it will be a easy peasy dinner squeezy summer prize pack. So it's going to be more like our crumbs, so our crumbs that you can use on fish and steak and chicken and tofu and things like that. Meat patties, oh god, I'll keep going. So yeah, but it's really easy because you don't need to add anything else other than an egg to stick the crumbs to whatever you're sticking it to. And things like our seasonings and that, because that's really quick and easy. Italian herbs, done. Pizza. Butter chicken, done. Butter chicken flavor on your chicken. So anyway, worthwhile watching, worthwhile listening to. Don't forget you can rewatch this afterwards. We'll put it live. We'll do it as a post, so you can watch it again just to double check, because that number, that magic number needs to be right. And I haven't hidden too many, so I'm not looking for the 50s. So anyway, next exciting thing is what we're making today. Now we are making Christmas coal.
I'll just go down here and have a little squidgy at it.
And I'm hoping the camera might pick up.
Look at that, does it? It's catching the sparkles. Look at that. Very, very impressive.
So it is really cool. Now, obviously there's a lot of tradition around Christmas coal. I know I've threatened my children that if they don't be good, Santa will bring them a sack full of coal. Well, that's probably not a bad sack of that sort of coal to get. But apparently, and I've just learnt this, it dates back, it's a Scottish tradition for Hogmanay. So it's not actually Christmas, it's the 31st of January. What you do is you clean everything up. And tradition, obviously, in winter there, they have their fireplaces, so you clean out your coal, you clean out your cupboards, you're probably eating everything over the Christmas period. And tradition says that the first stranger after midnight, so the 1st of January, needs to be a tall, dark-haired stranger carrying a lump of coal, a coin, some bun, what do they call it? What's
black bun.
Black bun, thank you, and a wee drop of whiskey. Well, if it was in our house, it would be a whole bottle, otherwise he wouldn't be allowed in. But yeah, and the going says, it dates back to Viking times, because most Vikings had blonde hair or sort of lighter coloured hair, orangey hair, ginger hair, and theoretically, if your stranger was dark-haired, they wouldn't be wielding an axe and going to kill you. Because
that'd be a bad start to the year. That
would be really horrible, because apparently the tradition is the first person who walks across the sort of front door entrance. The threshold, thank you, brings the luck to the house. So it can either be good luck or bad luck. So the concept of the coin is, you know, that you're going to have wealth. The coal is that you're going to have warmth. And the whiskey is that it's going to be a really good night. And the bun to eat after you feel sick after the whiskey, I guess. I don't know. Could be. So anyway, guys, I will keep trying to remind those who are joining about the competition. Count how many products are featured and displayed. And let's get cooking.
Danielle says it's very cool. Yes, it is, Danielle. It is cool. It's funny what you learn, isn't it? Because I often heard about that dark stranger thing, but never.
Well, we always thought it was a dark stranger, but no, it's just dark-haired stranger.
They weren't going to kill you.
So I thought I was really lucky with my husband being a dark stranger most of the time, but
he's dark-haired
anyway.
As well. Yeah.
Well, he is dark-haired, so I guess that's where it comes from. Anyway, so to make this wonderful Christmas coal, now just letting you know, it's not going to taste like coal. It is more like a fudge, a slightly sugary fudge.
Another quick look at it.
And I'll see if I can
It's the sparkles.
Well, yeah, there's the sparkles. And I just want to, I'll do it on the board. I just want to show you, because it is quite sort of crumbly. It's quite sugary in texture. It's quite nice in the mouth. And hopefully it won't make my teeth dark. So anyway, it is really nice. It's a sweet treat. So if you can think of fudge, that's kind of what we're doing. But the good thing about this one is it doesn't have any butter, which as we know is friggin' expensive at the moment, or milk, kind of the same lines. So I'm going to start with the sugar component. Now we need 3 cups of sugar. This does make a huge batch. If you can work out how to half your egg white, you could actually half the mixture quite easily. But since I got kids and it's Christmas, you know what, I'm just going to make another batch. So 3 cups of sugar in a pot, and that's just normal white sugar, guys, nothing flash or fancy. And don't use caster sugar because your ratios will be wrong. And just half a cup of water, which we all have in our tap, so it's easy done. And you just want to mix that until it looks kind of like wet sand. And then we're going to go to the stove. Now, one big trick with this recipe is to keep scraping the sides. If you want to be really sure, you could always use a wet pastry brush, but I did it yesterday. I didn't need to be that flash. So we want to go over here and on a medium to high element. So my element goes up to 14. I'm going to put it on around 9. And you just really just need to let that sit for a minute. Just the idea is to warm up the mixture, melt the sugar, and then we're going to start boiling it. Now it does need to boil for 8 minutes, which is quite a long time, and it needs to get to a certain temperature. So we will go back over here.
Well, now I just want to refer back to the competition.
Oh yes, the competition.
So what was the competition? Was to win a holiday pack, essentially?
It's a holiday pack, an easy dinner pack, an easy meal pack. So our crumbs, hopefully some of our southern fried chicken, some of our seasonings, which would be really easy just to chuck on for instant flavour. Maybe a grinder or 2 of, yeah, we'll just see. A
grinder or some, maybe, just saying, over there. Yes, anyway, back to the recipe.
Back to the recipe. So this bit is really weird, and I was like, really? Are we going to do this? So we are going to do this. So you want the egg white. Now this egg has to be room temperature.
There's some drooling going on the comments coming through, and Teresa says it is yummy.
It is.
Yeah,
so,
sorry, eggs, room temperature eggs?
Room temperature egg, that's highly important. If you use a stone cold egg, it won't work. So you just want to have the egg white. Get that little stringy bit. Now you can save your yolk to chuck in your custard to thicken that up if you like. It's always a good thing to do with custard. And you just want to break that up.
So that was only egg white?
Just egg white.
Just egg white, bit of beating.
And just break it up because you want to break through all those sinews and things. And also if there's one of those little blood spots, you want to get that out because that's not very nice. But there isn't in this one, so that's good. So you just want a gentle foam, and just so that it's broken up. Now, as I said, if you want to try and half that, you can make half the recipe if you go, oh, that's a weird recipe. But it worked fine for me. So we want to save that guy for later.
Now I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask, we've got Christmas carols playing in the background, a little bit of jazz, set the mood. Love a bit of Christmas time carol stuff. What is your favourite Christmas carol? What do you belt out and really get the crowd rollicking? So if you have a favourite Christmas carol, just let us know. Mine's Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Is it?
Yeah, because I know.
Oh yeah, because you like doing the old harmonies and stuff
harmony
from your choir boy days.
When I was a chorist.
So.
Anyway, back to the recipe.
I've got 1.5 cups of icing sugar and 1/4 cup of rich cocoa powder. Now you need to use like the Dutch cocoa. Don't use budget cocoa. You've got to use the good stuff. And we just kind of want to break that up a little bit.
And we will post the recipe in the chat. Actually, I might try and do that now while you are doing that.
So, funnily enough, this is really weird. I am tipping the egg white into that mixture of cocoa and icing sugar, and then just get a fork and slowly start to combine it. And what happens is it kind of works into this. Now,
Irina, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Happy Christmas, the War is Over, John Lennon. That is a classic.
Nice.
And I think I've just copied the recipe for the Spice Christmas bubble logs into the
Oh, well, they're nice
so
too.
there you go.
You could make
so
them.
The wrong recipe's gone in the chat, but that's all right. You can make those from last week as well. Now, back to the recipe.
So, yeah, mine is Santa Baby.
Oh, shivers. There you go. There's
your camera's gone.
Camera
So
fail.
I'm fine.
It's all right.
Okay.
The world is not ending. The camera has just decided to turn off. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Well done.
So,
Thanks,
guys,
camera.
you just got to work at this.
Oh,
The camera was
it's not an earthquake. It's just the camera.
The camera's gone kaput.
Hold the line.
Maybe it needs new batteries. You try turning it off and on again.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, we'll just do it this way. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, so guys, as you can see, it's starting to come to a ball, and that's really good. I'm just using a fork to stir that in. And guys, don't forget to count and comment how many Mrs. Rogers products are either featured or seen in this live. Now look how thick that is.
Wow.
There you go. So it's got to be that thick. Now, into this, I'm using cinnamon today because it kind of reminds me of coal. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the cinnamon flavour was nice, though.
But the cinnamon flavour is nice. You could use anything.
Oh, Danielle's
ginger.
come up with, she said she can see 12. Shh, don't tell anyone. Shh. Wait, no, do put it in.
Actually, yeah, put it in.
Yeah.
And this is vanilla essence, a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So yeah, you could use mixed spice, you could just use your favourite spice. Whatever your favourite spice is, guys, for Christmas, chuck it in.
This camera, I'm sorry everybody that is feeling seasick, this camera is not enjoying us today. That's all right, we'll just keep doing it like this.
Cool. And this is weird. Someone might be able to tell me why, but it's half a teaspoon of white vinegar. I'm thinking it has something to do with the process of stabilising the egg, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But we just want to keep mixing that, and this is where you get your arm workout and you don't have to go to the gym anymore today. But it looks lovely.
Well done.
Now, to make it black like coal, we are using food colouring. So I'm going to start with a little bit. I'm going to try.
It does get really black.
Now, if you have black gel food colouring, that's probably better. This is not a particularly good quality food colouring, but I didn't want to go and spend more money on black when this one works. So if you've just got your normal runny food colouring, that's fine. And about a teaspoon works.
Thank you for the likes, people. We've got the little likes popping on it. So that, I'm not sure if it's coming out that clear on camera, but that has gone a lot darker, hasn't it?
It has.
It's like a tar rather than a...
Here, look, if you can see that's the brown.
Yep.
And that's the black. So we just want to do enough. I might just add a dot more.
And just for the people that are joining us, the competition is see how many of the Mrs. Rogers products you can spot either around the kitchen or in use. So it's like I said, it's not just the ones that are around the kitchen, it's the ones that are in use in the recipe. But we will we'll obviously post the recipe up as well. So if you look around the kitchen, you might find some, and then check the recipe. It's a clue.
So I have used my ground cinnamon in this, and I'm really wanting to make sure I've got all the bottom
Teresa's taken a guess. That's all right so far. We may not have finished using all the products though. You might wait till the end.
Oh, that's
a trick,
mean.
Isn't it?
That's a tricky
That's the
one.
old marketing trick. Watch until the end. Or we may have used
Or
them.
we may have just used them.
That's fine. We might not be tricky at all.
Yeah. We've got to make these things, fun.
So that seems like is it thickening up or is that just...
No, it's not thickening up. It's just really thick. So we just want to pop that to the side now because what we've got to concentrate on is our sugar mixture over here. So over here, for those who have just joined us, I've got half a cup of water.
Susan's asking what the comp is.
Okay, Susan, the comp is watch and see how many Mrs. Rogers products are either used or that you can see in the background of our live. So just count them up. You don't have to name them. Just how many products, Mrs. Rogers products,
like grinders
do you see?
Might be around. And then there might be some other things around as well. Maybe. Just saying.
As well as, don't forget the cinnamon I've used.
And then there's the cinnamon as well that might have been used earlier on.
So guys, I've just turned that up a little bit now that I can stand here and watch it. And I want to talk to you about this. So we need to get this mixture to about 126 degrees.
No problem, Susan. Sorry.
126 degrees Celsius. So this is a candy thermometer, a jelly thermometer, and so it goes quite low in temperature because obviously when you're making toffees and things, you've got to keep it stable at a temperature for a certain amount of time, but it's not 150 plus degrees. Off the top of my head, it's about 118, somewhere between 118 and 126 if you want it hard. So I invested in this. It was like $10-12. It wasn't enough. You could try and make it without it. However, I've got really used to it now. So we want to have that on standby if you have one. If you don't have one, don't stress. Just try and make it work. You'll be able to see how mine looks, and hopefully you can keep that. So we're just wanting to slowly sort of stir. We don't have to stir all the time, and we're just wanting that sugar to melt, and we're wanting it to come to a soft sort of ball, boiling stage. Now, I hope you just saw the rafters up there.
That's what our ceiling looks like.
Looking for Elf on the Shelf. Yeah. So guys, what are your Christmas traditions? What do you do? What do you like to make in advance? We've got Elf on the Shelf purely because, well, our children like him. And he's a bit naughty. He got our vet last Christmas, so he's
well done. We've got a couple of guesses coming in on that product, which is nice, on the number of products. Alfie's enjoying his bottles of wine.
His bottles of wine there in his Santa pants.
Yep.
And what's your favourite gift to give at Christmas? Do you like giving wine, home baking?
Receiving wine.
Receiving wine.
It's always good.
I'm into my pink rosé bubbles at the moment.
Well done.
Which is kind of Christmassy, actually.
Thanks for the tip. So how are we going down here?
So guys, this is a long process. This does take a while. So if you have any questions or answers to the competition, don't forget to share and get your friends to be in on the competition. When are we going to draw it?
They might share with you. It'll be drawn in a week's time.
A week's time, so this time next week.
This time next week.
Cool. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, so we're stirring away. So I might just pop back and have a look at the finished product over here, because we were getting, the way the lights were shining on it was pretty
Do you need me to wrangle it?
Go and move it around a little bit and you'll see it, look at that, it's like glitter.
So
yeah, Teresa, it's
pretty.
Teresa loves giving baking, which is good, and homemade sweets.
And listen, that's the top.
Susan likes truffles and chopped up chocolate. Oh gosh.
Oh, Susan, that's me.
Yeah. And we've got, Awena is, you're gonna have to, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but it reminds me of burnt sugar for steamed pudding. Oh yeah, good old steamed puddings.
Yeah.
I remember having the old steamed pudding.
You used to like your steamed pudding with custard.
I used to love the steamed pudding, yeah. I don't see those anymore. Those aluminium, remember the aluminium things with the screw on the top?
Yeah, you can get
buy
them, but they're more of a specialty store, I think, because most people just buy stuff at the supermarket now. They're pretty good in the supermarkets. It's not home baking.
It's not home baking at all.
They're pretty good.
No, with the steam thing, you need to have the thing that you screw on.
Do you want a steam pudding, do you?
Yeah, they sound good. We should
My grandma makes a steam pudding with the whole click-on lid thing, the shape.
Yeah. Afina, thank you, Afina. Well done. Thank you, Afina. Yeah, okay, so Afina, you've stimulated me having steamed puddings at some point in the not too distant future. Not so good for my tummy, but that's all right.
You're trying to get rid of your tummy.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not working with all this cooking.
All this cooking that we're going on. Trying to get beach fit for summer. Not happening when we're making Christmas coal. Fudge? What do we call it?
Well, it is kind of a fudge because it's a sugar base.
Yeah.
But it's just Christmas coal candy.
Christmas coal candy. There you go.
Because it's like the triple C.
Exactly right. And so the old thanks, Fina. The old saying goes that the kids are going to get a piece of coal if they're not good at Christmas. So this could be a funny little thing to put in there.
And the very top.
And the stocking, the top. We always used to get fruit.
We always had cherries in the bottom of our stocking.
Oh, looking forward to cherries now.
Yeah.
At least steamed pudding and cherries. That's my Christmas.
Christmas.
Well, actually, not so much steam pudding.
And
but
seafood.
Christmas, but glorious.
And ham.
Absolutely.
And turkey.
And every other food known to man in one.
No, we don't have steak.
No, actually, that steak is one of those things that is not. Well, that's almost after Christmas. You get the steak, you get the
like a
barbecues
New
going.
Year's. You have burgers for New
Burgers
Year's.
and steak and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry. Better hurry up and cook this fudge so we can try it. Here we go. So what happened? Wait, Carla says she likes Pineapple Delight.
What?
Wow, what? Okay. Ginger nut biscuits soaked in orange juice with cream and cinnamon, crushed pineapples, blueberries and strawberry on top. Oh, hell yeah.
That is a delight.
Carla, that sounds flippin' awesome. Oh. Okay, well maybe we might have to try that.
Yeah.
There's something to do. Yeah, well done.
Oh,
and
nice.
now that you liked Jan lamb, January lamb, there you go.
Jan lamb.
That's very specific lamb. I'm only going to eat lamb when it was in January. Not any other month of the year. No, not so much. Anyway, how's our stirring going over here? We got to that temperature. What temperature do we need to get to?
126.
126.
And it has to stay at that temperature for 8 minutes.
Have we got to 126 yet?
No.
Crikey, we are going to be here a while. Okay, well that's all right.
Well, that's okay. It gives people more opportunity to look at the products. Maybe there's a few hidden products around.
Maybe if we just go and have a look around while people are watching. So what have we got with the chili and lime sea salt? So with the chili and lime sea salt, I particularly like to use this on popcorn. So you just normally make your normal popcorn and then just grind some chili and lime sea salt. If you go to the supermarket and buy like some gourmet popcorn that's chili and lime, you're paying $5. Whereas you can get the $1 one, then smash it in the microwave and add a bit of chili and lime sea salt, and it's absolutely glorious. And
or you can be really healthy and just, make popcorn like the olden days without the extra butter and things like that.
Raw ginger crunch making is Tavia's summer mission. I love a bit of ginger crunch.
I know.
Oh,
I love ginger crunch.
We shouldn't have asked people about food because now they're all commenting about this food that I want to eat. The Southern style chicken, I'm not sure whether people have seen that in the shops. It's been out for a couple of months now. Oh, Tavia says don't eat microwave popcorn, it's toxic. Oh, it's disappointing for me. I do like a bit of microwave popcorn.
Got to die of something.
Yeah. Southern style chicken is absolutely glorious, and it is easy to make. If you look back in one of our earlier videos, we actually made a burger which was basically the size of an entire chicken. It was 2 chicken breasts. It had a whole camembert that was about this big, wrapped in bacon, wrapped in chicken breast, dipped and crumbed and coated in the southern fried chicken. And then we ate it.
Which I deep fried, nearly burnt the kitchen down,
but that's just life.
And then we put it on a cob loaf with some lettuce and some sauce.
World's biggest burger. Yeah. So you could do that at Christmas.
It was nice.
You could make the world's biggest burger at Christmas. All right, we're starting to get some bubbling action going on here.
We're boiling. And guys, as you can see,
it,
I'm getting a nice sugar crystal on the outside there.
Look at that. So, yeah, Hayley, I feel your pain. It's we are feeling hungry as well. Yeah.
So this is sort of, you want to start, let me just see what the temperature is there.
Get to 100 and something, rather.
It's about 123.
Okay, what temperature are we going to? I forget.
We're going to 126.
It's very specific.
Candy making is very specific because if you don't get it to the right temperature, it won't set. Okay. And the whole point of this one is we're actually cooking it more than you would a fudge because we're turning it back into sugar. We want those sugar crystals to form, which is what makes it pretty underneath. Okay. Whereas a fudge, you keep stirring and you keep cooking, well, you cook it for around the 4 to 5 minute mark so that you don't get it. So essentially we're melting the water into the sugar and turning it back into sugar.
Okay, all right.
Which is kind of weird. Like you think, well, why don't I just stir sugar into that mixture? Well, it won't set.
No, it'll be all sugary granules rather than
it'd just be sugar
down.
granules. So we are essentially kind of making sugar, but we're using it as a setting agent for the fudge.
Very clever. Tavia says, yeah, camembert, anything is good. It had an entire camembert inside it.
Like a big one, not even one of those little ones.
Little tiny ones.
It wasn't like at that size. It was like
I'll post the link to the video because it was quite fun, especially the whole almost burning down of the kitchen part.
The house.
That was good. The science of toffee, says Kathleen.
Yes, it is.
It is a science. It doesn't always the difference between candy and fudge. Oh, there you go. Fina's saying thank you for the difference between candy and fudge.
Oh,
there you go. That's what you
there
just
you go.
did. Well done.
So it's, yeah, sugary versus, and a lot of people use gelatine to make their fudge now. I do the full-on sugar-based fudge, but the trick to that is to melt the sugar before you get it to the boiling point. Okay. And then to whip it a lot at the end. So I actually use my electric beater at the end to really aerate it, and that gives you that smooth, melty melt. I want fudge now.
Well, you're making candy, so it's kind of fudgy though.
It is fudgy.
Just not the same. We'll just quickly do a quick little swing around here.
Yes.
Back to the final one is going to look like. It's hard to see on the camera, but you can see the little sparkles. That's the crystallization that Kirsty was. We all want fudge now. Yeah. Well, you have to make it. Actually, if you do, look at that. It looks cool. It looks so interesting.
Don't get scared when you do make it and leave it set, because that's the top.
That's the top half.
It's boring.
Yeah.
But the whole concept
look
is
at even inside and everything. Look at that. It's like crystals.
That.
Looks absolutely amazing. So if you do make it, and we challenge you to make it, then do post a picture up. I'd love to see it. It does look glittery, doesn't it? We were surprised at that. We weren't actually expecting that.
I was really
Because this
surprised.
is only a recipe that we thought we'd try yesterday, because that's what we're doing. We're just living nice on the edge. Lifted it up and it was all glittery.
So guys, we are very nearly there. So I'm actually...
Yeah, Carla, definitely post up a photo. Let us know.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Now, and it tastes good too. Anyway,
it does.
Back here.
One thing I need to take, this is my old adjustable dish. So you need a cake tin or a baking dish. Doesn't have to be square, guys, but it's easier to line it because like fudge, it's going to stick. So I've used baking paper and I've actually sprayed the inside of the dish as well, because I find that's easier to stick the baking paper to. And it can just be like that with the flaps, and we'll pour it in amongst the flaps. But you need something that's around about 20 centimetres. Mine's actually 20 centimetres this way and about 22 or 23 that way. So it doesn't matter as long as it's not too. So that will... A tin that size will give you that depth.
Athena says she's got one of those. The trusty old expandable baking tin thing.
My mum didn't let me steal hers, so she found me this one in an op shop, which is great.
Well done.
It's a little bit rusty, but anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So I have sprayed that with oil and stuck my baking paper in there, and that works.
Now just keep in mind competition again. We're looking out for Mrs. Rogers products. Just quietly, I don't think there's any more that are going to turn up. But I could be wrong.
Just don't forget the cinnamon that I've used.
The cinnamon, yes.
Yeah, guys, if those who are joining us, we've used cinnamon in this recipe, but you can actually use anything you like. I just thought cinnamon was kind of coalish.
So just very quick, Kathleen says, yes, those tins just keep on going.
Yep,
and Patsy can't wait to try this recipe. Good on you, Patsy. You pop up a photo, let us know. See how we go.
Now, one handy trick.
Susan's guessing 12, by the way. We'll see how we go.
Very good.
Wait, maybe it's 13. You're going to have to rewind after we're finished and watch. We might do a quick wrap up at the end.
We will. We'll do another wrap up.
I'm sorry, before you, lots of comments coming in. Hayley can't make anything with melted sugar unless she buys a pot to start with because she's wasted so many pots. It's all right, just practice makes perfect.
It does. Practice makes perfect. And is it because you're burning the sugar? Let us know.
Hayley.
Why are your pots disappearing? Or are you using it for other things?
Yes.
Handy trick, if you do buy a thermometer and you want to do it that way, don't wash it straight away. The sugar will stick like heck to it. Best to do is just to let it come down to a 0 temperature first, and then just put it in a cup of just tepid water or even cold water, and that way whatever is stuck to it will just dissolve and fall off. Otherwise you're going to break your thermometer if you start running it under hot water trying to get that sugar off. Just leave it for 10 minutes in a cup, give it a scrub with the brush and it will come off. So
Kathleen says she just burns the sugar.
Just too hot. Sugar should be really cooked on a medium to medium high heat. And stirring. Stirring's a big one.
Yeah. So the competition is to win basically a summer going away pack.
Yeah, or easy dinner pack.
Easy dinner pack. So
if you're
all those things that you're going camping,
or...
you've got some. You need some. We've got some product like like the chili and lime sea salt or the southern style chicken and the crust and crumbs and things like that. All those sorts of things, which even just grinders for taking away.
Honestly, my favourite is the kiwi herbs.
Kiwi roast.
Kiwi roast, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just so yum. And the good thing about this one, it's got salt and pepper as well as the herbs. So it's kind of like a party all in one.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect for camping. Perfect for camping.
Perfect for camping,
Yep.
boating,
Yep.
holiday homes. You don't have to take an entire pantry with you.
No.
Even like if you've hired an apartment or something somewhere, or you're just keeping the kids outside on the lawn in a tent.
Yep.
It's ideal.
Patsy likes that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I even put it in my eggs.
Yeah, that was nice the other day. And some bread we made and all kinds of stuff. It's very, very nice. Yeah, so, perfect for barbecues.
So guys, I'm just getting, you can probably see, I'm just getting a lot of crystallization on the side. That's a good thing. So if by chance you want to make this and you don't want to bother buying a thermometer, that's the stage you need to get to, and you need to cook it for about 8 minutes at that stage.
How long have we been going? We've got 3 minutes to go, everybody.
About 3 minutes to go
countdown.
on this. And you can see, and try and keep pushing that back in best you can.
Lovely. So making fudge and candy is not a quick game.
No.
But it certainly is one of those payoffs.
Well,
this could be good for gifts.
Yeah, really good. And the nice thing about it is you can make this now, because the amount of sugar that's in it, because essentially it's about 4 cups of sugar, it's not going to go off.
No.
So you can put it in an airtight container and just eat it as you go. It's another good thing to take.
You need to make 2 batches, one for eating until you get to your Christmas parties, then one for the Christmas parties.
Right, yes.
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 Because you will eat it.
Yes, you will.
It tastes so damn good.
Tastes really nice.
Really, really nice. Well done.
So you can see now it is actually coming to quite a...
Oh, there we go. That's the consistency we want, eh?
That's the consistency you want. That's going to get you your pretty sugar.
Sugar, shiny,
and actually,
glittery stuff.
I might
even take that off. Oh, wait a minute.
I know.
Executive decision from the chef in the kitchen. So
I think I'm going to take that off, guys. Okay. Because this part is tricky.
Okay,
and
ready?
Hard and
Concentrating.
So,
okay, here we go. After a whole lot of waiting around and doing nothing, suddenly it's all going to happen.
Suddenly it's all going to happen really quick. So we want to...
Yeah, Kathleen says it's very thick.
It's very thick.
It's like puffed up.
Yeah, it's kind of gone very thick.
There you go.
And you need to go fast here, guys. You can't
look how dark it is. So that's the black food colouring.
An egg mixture, and essentially the egg...
Go fast, quick! Don't catch kitchen on fire like last time. Or burn yourself, or all of the above.
I'm going to lose my spatula. Oh no, I'm going to lose my things.
It's all folded in, it's alright.
It's okay, don't stress. Never stress in the kitchen.
No.
Kitchens are for fun, not stress.
Correct.
Okay, guys.
That's you, Gordon Ramsay.
Now, unfortunately, because I've had to do that,
it's folded
in on itself. But guys, don't stress.
Well, you're only going to be chipping it off when you're finished anyway.
Pretty much. So you just want to spread it out best you can.
So it looks very dark. It looks really interesting, even when it's going into a pan like that.
Spread it out.
Well done.
I'm actually going to try and get a bit of that out. So it does go really quick like fudge.
Yeah, Teresa's done that before. Like, it's still happening. Have you ever done it live on Facebook though, when the camera's not working and Afina says it looks yum? Yes,
now, if you
you're pressing it down there?
I'm pressing it down. No, I am pressing it down lightly, not hard, just to push those lumps in.
And then you're going to smash it at the table.
Right.
Sorry about the noise, everybody.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Hayley says you could add M&Ms on the top.
You could, but I would wait about 20 minutes.
Otherwise, the M&M's going to melt and settle in.
Yeah.
Because that's actually it hasn't set yet.
But yes. So guys, you want to leave this for about 2 hours.
And you don't have to get it smooth because it needs to look sort of coaly and a bit of rough and all the rest.
That rough and tumble
it does look
thing.
Rich, doesn't it?
If it doesn't quite go that crystallised, don't stress. I just made an executive decision to pull it off. I was cooking it slightly higher than I normally would, just for sake of you guys not having to stay here for half an hour. So yeah,
although I think it has been about half an hour.
Yeah, it probably has,
Oh,
but
sorry.
never mind. So yeah, don't stress about that. Just cook it as normal, like you would fudge, and yeah, hopefully you should get a really yummy result.
So how long does that take to settle down? You can
At
leave it.
least 2 hours.
Yep.
At least 2 hours. I actually left mine overnight.
Yep.
That's because I made the first batch at about 5 o'clock.
And we're going to come back to this glorious thing. People who haven't me watch, can you move those around a little bit? Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this beautiful glitter. And people are going to say, wow, they're going to be impressed.
They're going to say, did you use that pearl glitter in there? You can say, no, that's my talent.
That is absolutely how it comes out. So it looks like coal with crushed diamonds on it. Yeah, Liesl, watch it back. It'll post up afterwards. It honestly does. Are you going to try some?
I'm going to have a little bit.
A little bit.
Because we're trying to be good at them.
Yeah. Oh, Hayley said they put real coal outside their door last year. The kids make some of this and put it outside. It's awesome. Yeah, that's nice though. It's very light, and it's lighter than fudge.
It's lighter than fudge. It's correct because there's no milk or butter. There's no creaminess to it. It is a crunchy.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's
yeah.
Nice. All right.
And because of the cocoa in it, it's got that nice sort of chocolate and then the cinnamon aftertaste.
Now I'm just going to stand back here, and then maybe a certain amount of products will be in the shot. Patsy, Patsy, you have to make it yourself. Sorry, we can't send you it over the internet. And Hayley, yeah, they probably didn't like it at the time, but that's fine. So how many can you see? So competition is to win a Christmas prize pack for holidays, and the amount of products may be in the shot there, possibly. Not sure. Maybe we just go like that a little bit and stand there for no reason. Yes, to have a look around at the products. Well done. I think that's probably enough. I think we're
very good, guys.
Very kind to you. Well, thank you for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Make the fudge or candy, as my daughter says, because she watches lots of American TV.
I'm just going to do a quick little swing around about one. And go over here. Just you keep talking. It's fine.
Oh yes, and post it up. Post up a picture if you do make it, and let us know if you were successful or not. And don't forget to soak your pans and dishes just to get that sugar off.
Yes, yeah. Or unless you've burnt them, like
unless you've burnt.
Yeah, you need to do.
Could be the type of pots you're buying as well. Don't buy a cheap pot.
Okay.
Buy one with a thick base. Anyway.
Well done.
Anyway,
have a lovely Christmas, everyone. We'll be back soon.
Yeah, we're back soon.
Thank you for all the comments. We really appreciate hearing from you. Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.